Hey guys, my name is Ryan, and we're back again with another Spirit Island video. So that last video I made where I was playing all the Horizon Spears at the same time against Scotland was a big endeavor. It was a lot, and I think it might have been too much. It took a lot of time, took a lot of effort, and then I feel like all that time and effort goes in, and then the video that came out wasn't very great either because things are just kind of happening on the screen, but there's so much on the screen, it's not very legible, and there's too much going on where I'm not really able to talk through a lot of thoughts and ideas for anything, and so it just kind of, thinking about it, it's not the type of video that I want to make more of, where it's just like bulk things that is hard to derive any value from. And so I think a reason why, like myself and a lot of other people that make videos pretty much always do single spirits is because it's the easiest thing to like grasp your mind around. It's, as a viewer, there's little enough going on that it's easy to follow along. When there's not so many things going on, I can also talk in much more detail and be much more interesting, I hope, about that one specific thing. And so on one hand, I don't want to be making these crazy complex videos where it's a lot of effort for, like, I think a much lower quality product. But on the other hand, I also recognize that the biggest thing that people requested was multi-spirit videos. And so I think the solution is to do collaborations. Basically, anyone who's watching who wants to, we should pair up and we should do some multi-spirit games together, and then we can both focus on our own spirit, talk, whatever, do the whole thing, get it recorded, put it up online, and then we can see the dynamics of playing multiple spirits together without all of the quagmire of just too much going on coming from just one voice. And so I don't think YouTube has a DMs function. I'll make sure that I'm a little bit more active on Discord and Facebook, so that way you can message me through those platforms. But anyways, I'm going to do just one spirit today, so that way we can bring our scope a little bit smaller and have something a little bit nicer to focus on. So we're going to be playing some Grinning Trickster Stirs Up Trouble, and we're playing against Prussia 6. Let's get it. Opening up with the jungles and wetlands. Okay. Well, Trickster has a really, really strong opening with the Incite Impersonate combo. It is perfect at dealing with the Explorer Town City combo, because you strafe off the city and kill the town explorer. And so, looking at this board, I realized that if we the 50% chance that we don't get jungles in our opening Explorer, we're kind of not able to do our best opening turn. So very fortunate, we won the coin flip by getting a harder opening Explorer. The real dream would be to follow up with a Coastal afterwards, because it'll full clear the 3, and then we can just cruise. I guess also jungles works as well. Ooh, domesticated animals is really nice. We've got Dahan set up here in land number 8. Pact of the Joint Hunt gets there too, but domesticated, we use all 3 of these elements. So yeah, that's easily the pick. We also have free Dahan movement on our tracks, and so we can always get good value out of this domesticated animals. So yeah, we're going to impersonate Incite. I don't think there's any reason not to. But the question becomes, where do we want to roll the dice? Looking at land number 4 as one that I can target, because it's a land that I really want to have dealt with, and I don't have a plan for. I'd rather take 1 blight as opposed to a blight cascade and lose a presence. Oh, baby. Perfect. I don't want to push this into the 3, because if we then get the 40% chance of a follow-up back-to-back, then we'll have 2 Explorers ravaging, and then that leads a lot of problems. So I think we're just going to give up land number 7, and we'll solve all the rest of them. Okay, we don't get the follow-up, but this does solve the back-to-back, which is really, really nice. We'll go here so that we can impersonate Incite to solve the 2 in the future. And this sets up really nicely for the back-to-back, so this is good for us. The question is, do I want to over-enthusiastic Arson here? Like, I figure I might as well. Or I could just do Domesticated Unexpected Tigers and underplay for a turn. Maybe I start pushing top track instead of going to 3-card plays. I like that idea. Mez is a nice defensive card, which would also get the job done on land number 8, but there's no opportunity for a back-to-back here, so unless... I feel like it's less important. Wheat for what is lost will just turn into like 0 energy, 3 fear in land number 7, which ain't bad. Both of these give animal, and with this draft of an animal here, makes me think that I want to go into making lots of beasts so I can keep on utilizing, in my opinion, the best part of why don't you and them fight, right? Because the Dahan fighting each other does do damage, but it takes setup for it to be as effective. And so it's just, I mean, I guess everything here requires setup, but I think the air and the beast are the two best parts of this. Like if you have Explore Town City, you can strafe off the city and then beast kill the town, and it solves the land. This produces more fear, and fear is really, really important against Prussia. Prussia, like after like this first turn, like it's pretty easy to gain control of the situation just because it is generic Spirit Island, but you have to also win. Just controlling the game doesn't get you very far. This will produce a beast. As long as it's not like 4, 7, or 8, it'll produce a beast. So in 5 different lands, I can make one. Oh, and that triple moon means I created a beast off domesticated animals. This is fantastic. This is exactly what I want. No, that's actually really, really bad for me. We go here. At least I don't lose the strafe. It'll stick around for the future. Still got a free turn. You know, can't be mad about that. So you know what's funny with the Unexpected Tigers? We can't actually use it to push the guy out of land number 6 because there's already a beast there, so it's an expected tiger because he's already there. You know about him. So we're going to wind up just solving that probably with a triple animal approach. We still have another free turn, so I think I'm going to delay Reclaim one more turn, get ourselves up to 2 energy. So that way we can play cards and start to get ahead, because the negative energy cost on the Reclaim can be an absolute kick in the nuts. This continues with our beast theme by just getting ourselves tons of extra fear. So between the 3 defend options, this defends for 1 more, but this produces 3 fear and is more useful, right? Like this only defends 2 terrains. So it's definitely going to be haunted by primal memories. Make sure that we're setting up our... Do I want to go this way, or do I want to go this way? It's going to be a while before Wetlands comes up again. But Sands could get the back-to-back on the coast. Mountains could still be active. Yeah, because of this coastal back-to-back, I'd want to defend the 1, and then innate this 6. I don't really have anything to do this turn. I guess we'll just, like, kill this town. Produce 3 fear. No fire? Dad, I don't want that fire. Could forget Unexpected Tigers. The card's a little underwhelming. Adding a beast, removing a disease is fine, because I don't care about that disease anyways. But if we go top and we get the minus health, it does kill this city, which is very, very compelling to me. Yeah, and then I don't need to spend any resources. We'll just allow destruction. Let's get rid of you. Adding a disease. We could just add the disease here in the 6, and then it's just solved for next turn. And then this one we've already got solved no matter what happens. This just frees up a lot of activity. And we don't take the free blight, so that's nice too. Okay, we don't explore here, so that is really, really big, right? Because that disease is going to survive one more cycle. Okay. So I think, yeah, we reclaim and then add a presence to get ourselves up to 3 card plays. Oof. Oh, hey. We can defend this with like a Haunted by Primal Memories. And then we are in a beautiful place. And then the question becomes, what do we want to do next? And we could just do like an Impersonate Incite. When you really don't know what to do, it's a great little combo. And if I do that, I could change the way that I grow. No, I need to add presence here. Well, I don't need to add presence here. The Sacred Site doesn't have to be here. Yeah, we can keep the Sacred Site here and then do this. Yeah. That will allow us to then go Incite, Impersonate, so that way I can get the Strife here, and Haunted. Let's see what happens. I think we're going to target the 5, see if we can pick up some free value here. Okay, there we go. The Explore kill, and we could flip. Still looking at Unexpected Tigers for what is lost as weaker cards. Actually, Over-Enthusiastic Arson's our bad card. We flip that, just because if we can keep the game controlled like we are now, we just don't have to take Blight. And we do not pay. I want to build up some energy. If we do this, it's defended for 2, but then it doesn't full clear. I'd rather it full clear. Because in the case of back-to-back, it doesn't super matter. Because it's basically what's 1 free fear. Yeah, it's a free fear. Not matching. Okay, we'll go here and here. Everything is strifed all of a sudden. Okay. Well, Incite only makes sense to use in land number 7. Impersonate doesn't really make sense to use anywhere now that we got all that free strife. That's solved. I mean, you could get a back-to-back, but... Oh, wait, no. Sorry. I need to do this. Select Invader to deal damage with. It helps if I read the cards. And then, I don't know, we'll do you. It really don't matter. So one thing I'm thinking is I could go for... There's really nothing to do this turn. Unexpected, Weep, Sunset. I'm thinking I could go for a major. And then next turn, we can go up to here and then gain 4 extra energy. And that will give me a lot of power next turn. Tiger, just keeping with the beast theme. I mean, hey, with this, we could probably play it right now. Let's see, the sun animal here, yep. And then moon animal here means that we can get a full threshold on Tiger's Hunting. And it's genuinely a strong card. It has that blight restriction, so that cuts us off of 3 lands. But as far as the Mount to Wetlands go, right, it'll solve here and then kick over and solve either the jungles or the sands. Because we're guaranteed to either jungles or sands in our next card. That's just how things work. Very unlikely to get wetlands. And so we're guaranteed to get value off of the threshold of Tiger's Hunting next turn. And it's still going to be... it's the play this turn, too. I could go for the any and threshold it immediately, which will allow me to pick up the city in land number 3. I'll kill from the 5. Right, because it works just the same, right? Add a beast, gather a beast, and then push 2, and then get bonus damage. Yeah, so come in, kill this, come across, kill city. If I just go like Tiger's Hunting, Unexpected Tigers, like Weep, and then any into a sun. Yeah, we only have 2 beasts on the board. Huh. I would have just kind of assumed we would have had more. This will not let us add a beast, right? So we need to gather a beast. We'll gather you. Oh, okay. Game just keeps on solving our little problems for ourselves. Good thing that Tiger's Hunting produces fear. More free strife and no useful place to put it. 1 damage per Dahan. So we could just use that to full solve the 8. I guess we could do this to do this. And now we have another free turn. And then we just have 1 single land that needs to be solved. And we'll push the Strifed Explorer into some Dahan just to get it out of the way. All we have to do is kill the city. Can we do it fast with our kit? I think the answer is no. We don't have a beast in the land. We could Tiger's Hunting to get a beast in there. Do 2 damage here, but without a Badlands or another way of fast damage, that won't get the job done. I could go for gain a power card and then gain energy to get myself up to 6 for the turn. I think there's a lot of majors that can fast kill 1 city. I think it's worth rolling the dice on, because I think we're in a position where we can't really lose. So if we can just win right now, like with this Pent-Up Calamity, then we're good. Yeah, Pent-Up Calamity, take off the Strife, GG. Yeah, no reason for us to risk something going wrong. I mean, I could just do whatever, but I'm just going to gain energy. Here, here, extra fire for the threshold. And then we go here. Let's remove tokens, 1 and 2. Return to Strife. Don't need to... Oh, we can even get even more Strife on in case there wasn't enough Strife this game. But that is going to be a Terror level 3 victory against Prussia. Staying nice and tricky. Alright, well hey, thank you guys so much for watching. Once again, I am going to be looking for collaborators, so that way we can do more multi-spirit games. I think I can do like 2 spirit games, no problem, but anything for 3 and greater, I'm definitely going to want to have some other people in on a call with me. I think it'll go a lot more smooth that way. So anyways, just reach out to me, Facebook, Discord. I know I'm not very active on the socials, but I can be. I'll make sure I make a post the day that that this video goes up, probably in like 2 days from now. So that way you actually have a way to get to me without having to search around and feel too creepy. Hey, thank you guys so much for watching. Have yourselves a glorious day.